Is the time for the women's A800 meters, and this promises to be a fascinating race. The defending champion Audrey Werro of Switzerland goes in lane 5. We'll start from the outside. That's Smilia Kulba of Germany. Personal best last month in the USA of 1:59.02 in Jacksonville. That was for the Frankfurt club. There's Anais Bourgoin of France, European Championship bronze medalist last year in Rome. What a year she had, 1:57.81 in Rabat. A personal best a month ago, though, this season. Anna Wilgosz of Poland, season's best 10 days ago for the 31-year-old. Very experienced, her lifetime best coming in Rome last year at those European Championships. There is Werro, loves to front run, the defending champion from Switzerland. She's tall, long striding, only 21 years old. She's got a big future, this young lady. Eloisa Quadro of Italy goes in lane 4, fourth at those European Indoor Championships in Apeldoorn at the beginning of this year. She's wintered well. 8th in Rabat for a lifetime best a month back, 1:58.64. Abigail Ives, coached by Luke Gunn up in Birmingham. Her personal best last month, the athlete who was second in the European Juniors a couple of years back. Gabija Galvidite of Lithuania goes in lane 2. 1:59 in Paris last year at the Olympic Games is her lifetime best, just outside 2 minutes last month. And Lorea Abazabal of Spain on the inside. If you know your poetry, grandfather is a famous poet, Manuel Padorno. He's from the Canaries, born in Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, the 30-year-old. Her lifetime best here in Madrid, almost exactly a year ago, 1:59.8. So plenty of athletes here under 2 minutes. Werro, the Swiss defending champion, in 5. Will she front run this one, Werro? She's the tallest in the field by quite a few centimetres. She heads off the quickest there from the centre of the pack. Inside her, Quadro of Italy has gone up pretty aggressively too. If you're on one of those inner lanes, you've got to make a decision to go off hard or just accept you're going to get boxed and be towards the back of the field. And you can see that there from the British athlete Abigail Ives now behind most of the field as the pole comes across from the outside. Wilgosz, 200 metres in around 30 seconds. It's a nice steady tempo, although it's slowing down a little bit here. They're bunching around this second bend. Right at the back of the field at the moment is Abazabal of Spain as they come into the straight. It's about 60-second tempo. It's not quick, it's not slow, and I suspect Werro will be quite happy about this as she sits on the shoulder there of the leader, the Pole Wilgosz.
Yes, it's not quick at all compared to what we might have expected. It's actually slower than the B race by about a second, but it's still Wilgosz hugging the inside line, Werro on her shoulder. Now Werro's starting to go through the gears. There's some contact there, and Wilgosz came off the worst. Werro's a fairly muscular athlete, and it's the Pole and the Swiss now starting to put daylight between themselves and Ives at the back.
Wilgosz sort of swung outwards there and bumped into Werro, but Werro so long striding and powerful. She's got the bit between her teeth now. Single file, although the French athlete moving up on the outside, Bourgoin, right up on her heels. The rest of them struggling to go with this acceleration for Werro, who so far looks to have jumped this one well. The Pole back in third place, Wilgosz leading the rest of the pack, but there's 3 or 4 metres between them and this leading duo. Werro into the straight now, defending her title well so far, but the French trying to come back at her. Bourgoin down the outside. Can she get there? It's going to be so tight, this one, and she does. The shorter French athlete Bourgoin takes it by a metre, 1:58.6. It's a championship record, can you believe? That second lap, 57.3. That was quick. That is fabulous running. Negative splits in spectacular fashion, and it was all down to Werro, who went really hard from 300 metres out. Put up a stout defence of her title, but the heavy strapping on the left leg, the back of the left leg of Anais Bourgoin, the bronze medalist last year in Rome at those European Championships, was no handicap at all, and that was sensational. That last 300 metres from that pair, 57.30 the final lap, and it was the second lap, and it was all in the last 300 metres, frankly. That's really, really quick running, Phil. A championship record, spectacular negative splits, off for 61.3.
Well, let's look at that replay, and that'll see the race unfold. The focus of attention was on Werro, this tall, really long-striding Swiss runner, and she controlled the race from the front as well over the course of the second part of the lap. But here's Bourgoin coming round, ready to strike. And it was perfect pace for Bourgoin, that 61.4 first lap. Bourgoin just gritting her teeth, getting past her. Werro knew she was on her shoulder, but could do nothing about it. She was seeing where she was. You could almost see her eyes glancing up at the big screen at the far end of the stadium. Bourgoin battling, didn't give any more, coming through in just a little more than half a second outside of her personal best. Terrific running from Bourgoin, and 2 800 metres, 2 championship records.
Well, that was a very tough race to contend with. The rest of them playing catch-up down the home straight there. Wilgosz of Poland ended up in 5th place. Abigail Ives in 6th place. All of them running negative splits, of course. First 4 getting under 4 minutes. But the championship record of Bourgoin, quite spectacular there. 158.6 now. Lap time 61.3 and 57.3. That is a 4-second differential. That is very rare. Werro doing everything she could, and a close second there, the Swiss. And there's the where the points rack out. Just looking at the winner of the B race.